my name is Tracey Hairston of Milk Girl Place, and welcome to Spoonflower's Craft Friday 2022. I'm going to show you how I make my no-sew plant cozies that you can gift to your family and your friends. And I'm also going to give you some tips and tricks on how to make your plants happy and healthy during the fall and winter months. So let's get started. So these are the items that I'm going to use to make my no-sew cozies. First, you need fabric, and this is Spoonflower's Longleaf Sateen Grand, and I really love this fabric because it is very durable. It makes for really great interior design projects, but it's as durable as it is, it's also soft and very vibrant. You need ribbon, and I've got a 1-inch ribbon in a variety of colors. You're gonna need some sticky back VELCRO tabs, some liquid stitch, a label, your scissors, of course, a marker, Sharpie, any kind of pen, and of course, you need to create a square pattern. So I am using a quilter square, which is a 15 by 15 inch, and I'm going to be making a no-sew hem around this square so that it will turn into a 14 by 14, which makes for a great size to cover up a 4-inch plant along with a 4-inch saucer. Okay, so I am choosing to use a quilting square, which is a 15 by 15, but you can use whatever type of even square that you want to use. You could also take a pen and mark along the edges and then cut them out with the scissors, but I'm going to use this little gadget here because that just makes it easier for me to cut out this square. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to make a hem all along the top and the sides. That's what the no-sew glue is going to be used for. Because when you are making your square and folding it around your plant, you don't want to see the back side of this. So again, this is not perfect. Listen, I never claimed to be a seamstress, but we are going to make it work and we are going to cut it out, right? I mean, with all, you're going to make a craft. This doesn't have to be perfect all of the time. See, I didn't even get it all cut out. But that's okay. We're going to make it work. But for you professionals out there, I'm sure you probably make better squares than I do. Especially you crafters out there and you quilters out there. You probably make these perfect squares, and I'm just so envious of that. So you're just going to cut out your square, and once I get this cut out, then we'll go to the next step, which is just folding it over 1 inch around each side. And another thing that I really like about this particular fabric is that it is so durable that you don't need to iron it. You just simply fold it over. So I'm going to fold it over 1 inch on each side. Press it down. And it kind of it's just such a durable fabric. It already kind of makes a seam already, a hem already. See that? And then I'm going to take my liquid stitch and just run it across and fold it back over. So I'm going to continue to do that on all 4 sides. Just fold it over 1 inch, press it down to make like a seam, and then take the glue and run it along and spread it down. So by the time you finish, it's going to go from a 15-inch square to a 14-inch square, which is the perfect dimension for your little small plant baby that you want to gift to somebody. When you're gifting plants, especially if you're gifting them to new plant parents, you just want to gift them something small, something that is easy to care for and makes for something, you know, just very unique and different. You don't want to scare them with buying a plant that they don't know how to take care of. So you just want to make it look very festive. And then we're going to fold this over. Now, once you get them all folded over, you want to let it dry for at least 30 minutes. And there you have it. Okay, so while those squares are drying, let's talk about a few things that we want to do to make sure that our plants are happy and healthy during the fall and winter months. If you have your plants outside and you want to bring them inside for the fall and winter months, just make sure you do a few things. You want to check your leaves for any pests or diseases. Also check your soil for any little critters that may be hanging around inside your soil. And then you want to give them a good, nice shower before you bring them inside. Once you bring them inside, make sure you have a place where they can get an adequate amount of light. Plants need light to survive. So if you don't have areas in your home where you don't have enough light, you can always use a grow light. Grow lights are great for the fall and winter months. You can easily put them inside one of your own lamps and just hang them near the plants. Also, you want to make sure that you use a preventative like neem oil or some type of preventative just to kind of spray on your plants and on your leaves to make sure that they stay healthy. And then also, plants sometimes goes through a slow growing phase during the fall and winter months. If you see that your plant is still thriving and still producing leaves, by all means still fertilize your plants. May not fertilize them at the strongest amount, maybe a more watered down amount. They don't need that much fertilizer during the fall and winter months. But if they are producing leaves and you can still see that they are going through their growth cycle, continue to do what you're doing as if you were in the spring and summer time, but just not as a heavy concentrated amount, you know? So I would take some plant food and just kind of dilute it even more, maybe like half of its strength, and then use them on the plants that are still producing leaves. You also want to make sure that you move your plants away from like windows or like places where you have your heating vents. You don't want your plants close to those areas. You don't want your plants near the windows because if it's cold, you don't want any type of cold air blowing on your plants. That can be very detrimental to your plants. So make sure that you just kind of pull them away from the windows and the doors and the vents below. All right, so these are now dry. I have this beautiful pattern, and this one here could be very festive, and it doesn't even have to be for this time of the year. It could be for a birthday or anniversaries or Valentine's Day, whatever type of holiday is right around the corner for you and you want to give somebody a plant. You just find the right type of print that you want to use, and you can use this to make a plant cozy. So let me complete this by putting it all together, and I'll show you how to do that right now. Okay, so I think that the best plants are these little small ones, and you can find these at any big box store. Make sure you pull off all of the tags, including these. But these will come in handy, and I'll show you what to do with these in a minute. You want to center your plant in the center of the square. I made a big mess. And I also used a 4-inch saucer just in case any kind of water drips on it. You don't want to have a wet plant. You don't want to give your gift and it's all wet and soggy on the bottom. Okay, so now that these are dry, I'm going to place my plant, and this is a 4-inch plant. Again, I wanted it to be an easy care plant. This is a pothos, and I also have a 4-inch saucer that I'm going to place in the center of the square. Now, here is my ribbon that I cut into 3 feet. I'm going to kind of measure and see where the lip of the pot is, and that's where I want to center my ribbon. So I take the double-sided VELCRO tabs, which I got the round ones. They look like this. And this is what I do. This is what makes it easier for me. I fold them over and already attach them together. So that all I have to do is just pull off the entire thing at one time and place it wherever I'm going to place it. So I'll show you here on the side. So I kind of gauged it where it is right here, and I'm going to fold it over and put the sticky tab. And then I'm going to take my ribbon and put it in the center. All right, so now that we have gauged it, I'm going to take from corner to corner kind of hold it up. This is where probably 2 hands or 4 hands can come in to play. And then I'm just going to slowly wrap it around the plant. Right up under that lip. But you see why I wanted to make a hem or a seam folding it over, was because this fabric is so durable, but you don't want to see the white part of the fabric on the inside. You want to have a nice clean edge. And then you simply make a bow. Now you can play around with this and adjust it as needed. Pull it up, tuck it up and around. And there you have it. Now, here's where these come into play. Now, these are really great because these give you all the information about the plant. And I have a tag, just like this, with some string. And all I'm going to do is copy what it says on the tab and the sticker that they gave you. And I'm going to attach it to the ribbon like this. So I'm going to write on here what it is. And this is a marble queen. Both those. And then on the back side, give it some directions. So this says it likes low light, but a pothos likes medium light. So I'm going to put medium light. And then it also says to feed every month and water when dry. So water when dry and fertilize every month. Then I take my tab and then I simply attach it to the ribbon. Make a little bow. And again, you can adjust this as needed, you know, kind of play with it so that it doesn't show the pot, because it is very durable and it is movable, so you can move it without it, you know, really flopping over. And if I can make a bow or a knot, we're gonna do a knot because that's easier. And then cut off the excess. And then make the bow, maybe put a little thing on the end. Like that. And like that. And there you have it. So I hope that you enjoyed making these cute little no-sew plant cozies as much as I did. I really had a great time showing you how I created them, and I hope that you took away something from all of my tips and tricks on how to keep your plants happy during the fall and winter months. So thanks again for joining us for Spoonflower's Craft Friday, and we'll see you next time. Bye!